Greetings and salutations, everybody. It's me, your friendly neighborhood Uncle Pete, and this is my series, Nails in the Coffin, where we learn that with great kills, there must also come great nails. If you're unfamiliar with what I do on this channel, I perform a kill analysis on the on-screen kills in horror movies, and I rate the victims on a scale of 1 nail in the coffin to 4 nails in the coffin. A 1 nail in the coffin kill is when the victim makes a lot of stupid decisions, like running upstairs instead of running outside, or not double tapping the killer if the killer happens to go down. And the scale goes up to 4 nails in the coffin. A 4 nail kill is when the victim fought extremely hard to not die. They made no stupid decisions, and they fought very bravely, or they sacrificed themselves to save others. This video is going to be a little bit different today. I just finished covering all 9 movies in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise, which has spanned almost 50 years, longer than Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween, Phantasm, Child's Play, Hellraiser, and many more. So this franchise is almost 50 years old. So I recently covered all those movies, and what I wanted to do today on this video is kind of recap all the nail in the coffin averages of all the movies I've covered, because there have been 107 on-screen kills in the entire franchise, and we've nailed them all. So let's take a quick look at the average nails in the coffin ratings for all the movies that I have covered. The first Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie had an average of 1.4 nails in the coffin. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 had an average of 1.8 nails. Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 had an average of 1.2 nails in the coffin. Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation had an average of 1.7 nails. The remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre had an average of 1.9 nails in the coffin. Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning had an average of 2.1 nails. Texas Chainsaw 3D had an average of 1.2 nails. Leatherface had an average of 1.5 nails in the coffin. And our most recent movie, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that came out in 2022, had an average of 1.2 nails in the coffin. Well, we can see that Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning had the highest nails in the coffin average with 2.1. So let's take a look at those kills and see who we nailed. The slaughterhouse supervisor, I gave him 2 nails in the coffin. He was ran up on by Leatherface after he insulted him, hit in the head with the hammer, and then beaten to death. Didn't have a lot of time to react, so I gave him 2 nails in the coffin. Sheriff Hoyt had 1 nail in the coffin. He left a loaded shotgun in his patrol car on the dashboard with a family member of a murder suspect. Plus, he had no idea how to approach the murder suspect on the road. Didn't cover his 6 or anything, so really bad example of police officer. Sheriff Hoyt definitely deserves that 1 nail in the coffin. Alex, the female biker, who was killed by Arlie Ermey, she was shot, didn't know what the hell was going on. If anything, she probably just thought she was going to be arrested when she saw Sheriff Hoyt on the roadway, but she was shot and killed by him, didn't have any time to react or prepare, so she gets 2 nails in the coffin. Her boyfriend, Holden, is also going to get 2 nails in the coffin. He found out from Chrissy that his girlfriend was dead by the hands of this family, and he wanted revenge. The only thing I think he may have done differently is, as soon as he went in that house, I would have started killing people ASAP, not wasting any time. But he did show bravery going into that house, only with the sidearm, which is why I gave Holden 2 nails in the coffin. Chrissy's boyfriend, Eric, I also gave him 2 nails in the coffin. I really didn't see any bad decisions that he made. He really didn't make any stupid decisions. I think he deserved those 2 nails in a coffin. Bailey, Dean's girlfriend, another poor girl, she wasn't given a chance even to make any dumb decisions. She kind of got stuck in that wrong place at the wrong time motif, where she was just tortured, raped, abused, and had her throat slit. Didn't have time to make any bad decisions, unfortunately, for her, so I gave her 2 nails in the coffin. Dean, 3 nails in a coffin. He showed a lot of bravery. He wanted to go save Chrissy. He could have killed Sheriff Hoyt, but he stopped beating him because he heard Chrissy screaming, and he wanted to go save her. And he did wind up pretty much sacrificing himself so Chrissy can at least try and escape. So I think Dean showed a lot of bravery, which is why he got 3 nails in a coffin. I also gave Chrissy 3 nails in a coffin, and I think she showed a lot of bravery in that movie. She went to go find her friends after that horrible crash they were in. She witnessed her boyfriend being killed with the chainsaw when she was hiding underneath the table that he was laying on. And she had a chance to go and get some help to make it out of the house, to go run and find the cops or something. But she heard her friend Bailey crying upstairs, and she went back in that house, and you could see that she was conflicted. She went back into the house to go try and save her friend Bailey, but she was captured again by the Hewitts. And yeah, she should have checked the back seat when Leatherface was hiding back there, but I really can't blame her. She was probably hyper-focused on just getting away, trying to get to safety, get in that car, and I don't think anybody would have said, hey, let me go check the back seat real quick. And who's to say if she heard him back there not or felt him. I just think she was hyper-focused on trying to get to safety, so that's why I gave Chrissy 3 nails in the coffin. And the last 2 kills in the movie were the cop and the motorist that Chrissy, after she lost control of the car after being killed, she ran them over, killing them. They had no idea this was happening. They were just on the side of the road doing what they were doing, and they were killed when they were hit by that car. So I can't say they really did anything stupid for that. So that's why I gave both of them 2 nails in the coffin. Now I want to discuss which movie had the lowest average of nails in the coffin. Well, we had a 3-way tie before I broke down the math a little further. And those 3 movies each had an average of 1.2 nails in a coffin. They were Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3, Texas Chainsaw 3D, and our most recent movie, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022. So, after doing just a little bit more math, instead of rounding to 1 decimal place, I had to round it to 2, and we have our final averages and a definitive winner of the lowest average of nails in a coffin. Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 had an average of 1.2 nails in the coffin. Texas Chainsaw 3D had an average of 1.18 nails in the coffin. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022 had an average of 1.24 nails in the coffin, which that gives us Texas Chainsaw 3D with the lowest average of nails in the coffin with 1.18. So let's take a quick look at Texas Chainsaw 3D and the nails that I did award. The 8 Sawyers each had 1 nail in the coffin, because if you watch that scene when they're gunned down by that angry mob, they pretty much just stand there. Nobody really took cover, tried to put out any fires. They just stood there and got shot. Loretta, she did get out of the house, so I gave her 2 nails in the coffin. Daryl was the guy that went in to go rob the house. He had 1 nail in the coffin. Kenny had 2 nails in the coffin. Ryan, who tried to crash through the gate and then crashed the van, I gave him 1 nail in the coffin. Nikki, she really didn't do anything stupid. She was just kind of a useless character that screamed after she said, "Welcome to Texas, mother trucker." I gave her 2 nails in the coffin. Officer Marvin, who shot Nikki in the head because he got startled, he definitely got 1 nail in the coffin. And the final 2 kills in the movie each had 1 nail in the coffin, with Ollie and Maya Hartman. So, out of the entire movie, only 3 kills were given 2 nails, and the rest were given 1. So, lots of stupid in this movie, and I think it's very fitting that Texas Chainsaw 3D has the lowest nails in the coffin. Did you ever wonder what's the percentage of actual chainsaw kills for each movie in the entire franchise? Well, I did the math for us, and let's break those numbers down. The first Texas Chainsaw Massacre had 5 kills in it, and only 1 done by chainsaw, and that was Franklin, giving us a 20% chainsaw kill rate. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 had 8 kills in it, only 2 by chainsaw, and that was Buzz and Chop Top, another 20% chainsaw kill rate. Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 had 5 kills in it, only 1 by chainsaw, that was Sarah. Easy there, 20% chainsaw kill rate. Texas Chainsaw Massacre The Next Generation had 6 kills in it, but none of them were by chainsaw, so easy math on that one, 0% chainsaw kill rate. The remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre had 7 kills in it, and 2 were done by chainsaw, that was Pepper and Morgan, giving us a 28% chainsaw kill rate. Texas Chainsaw Massacre The Beginning had 10 kills in it, 4 were by chainsaw, that was Holden, Eric, Dean, and Chrissy. Easy math again, 40% chainsaw kill rate. Texas Chainsaw 3D had 16 kills in it, 2 by chainsaw. That was Kenny and Maya Hartman. Now again, Maya Hartman did fall down the meat grinder, but the Leatherface cut his hands and his feet off, so I'll count that as a chainsaw kill. So 16 kills, 2 done by chainsaw, 12.5% chainsaw kill rate. Leatherface had 21 kills in it, and it was only 2 by chainsaw, and they were the last 2 in the movie, Ranger Hartman and Lizzie, giving us a 9.5% chainsaw kill rate. In our most recent addition to the franchise, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022 had 29 kills in it, and 24 were done via chainsaw. And that was Sally, Mel, and those 22 idiots on the bus, giving us a highest for the franchise with an 83% chainsaw kill rate. So overall, we had 107 on-screen kills in the franchise. 38 were done via chainsaw, giving us an overall chainsaw kill rate with 35.5%. But what if we leave out Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022 because of that bus scene, which I think kind of floated the numbers a bit? So, not including Texas Chainsaw Massacre 22, there were 78 on-screen kills, 14 by chainsaw, that gives us an 18% chainsaw kill rate. Not much of a chainsaw massacre, but those are the numbers. One last thing before we bring this trip through Texas to its final resting stop. I'd like to discuss my favorite kill for each of the nails awarded. So my favorite 1 nail, 2 nail, 3 nail, and 4 nail kills. And I guess I'll call them my Golden Nail Awards. So let's see who the winners are. The winner of the Golden Single Nail Award, it goes to Kurt from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This kill started it all. Too bad he was walking uninvited into somebody else's home and picking up a sketchy hitchhiker, which is why he got 1 nail. But this is the first kill in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise, and I think it definitely deserves the Golden Nail. And the winner of the Golden 2 Nail Award goes to Holden from Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. I just thought he was kind of a badass in this film. He wanted revenge because Sheriff Hoyt had killed his girlfriend Alex, and he wanted to go make sure everybody else paid. As soon as he got in the house, yeah, he should have killed Monty. He should have killed the sheriff as soon as he saw him. But, he kind of wanted to see the body, and that's where, those dumb decisions led to him getting killed. But I firmly believe that Holden is deserving of the Golden 2 Nail Award. And the winner of the Golden 3 Nail Award goes to Lefty from Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. He chainsawed Leatherface in the gut. He went into Texas Battleland like a boss. He was going to kill them all and get revenge for Sally and Franklin. And he was one of the best parts about this entire franchise. Lefty was a beast. He knew he was going to go into Texas Battleland and probably not make it out. So he definitely deserves to get the Golden 3 Nail Award. And the winner of the Golden 4 Nail Award goes to LG from Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. He was beaten mercilessly in the head with a hammer by Chop Top. He had his face skinned off, large chunks of his flesh skinned off, and he suffered a long time right before he passed. But before he did pass, he was able to cut Stretch loose and save her. He was one tough SOB, one brave SOB, so I think LG is 100% deserving of the Golden 4 Nail Award. Well, that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give you a sincere thank you for checking out this video. For checking out all my videos, I really do appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like and a comment down below, let me know what you thought. What did you think of the Golden Nail Awards, and what did you think of those percentage of chainsaw kills? Not much of a chainsaw massacre this in franchise, but let me know what you think down below. And if you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I get a video out every Friday, and I'm having a lot of fun. I appreciate you all taking this journey along with me. Well, next Friday, we're starting a new franchise. Not going to tell you what it is just yet, but make sure you check the back seat before we get there. Okay, guys? I want you all to stay happy, stay healthy, take care all. I am your friendly neighborhood Uncle Pete, and remember, with great kills, there must also come great nails.